What is up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a thirsty Thursday. I'm a little thirsty myself at this point. Oh, sorry coming to you late, 2 days in a row, but hell week. Two words, hell week. On to day 3 of hell week. That's where we're at. Survived. My wife did not kill me in my sleep, so it would have been an ugly scene in the hotel room. So probably a wise choice by her, but made it home safely, back in the friendly confines of the Redneck Riviera, but a little further north up here in St. Pete. But so many things going on. Talking position groups, we really got to break down all these position groups. So we're going to be doing that over the future shows. Don't forget Sunday night, taking the night off of the TBC Weekly show because of the Super Bowl. I don't know, I could do the show, but it'd be pretty boring just by myself, and there's not a lot to talk about anyways. So we will reconvene a week from Sunday. All right. Couple things I saw today in Buckeye land. RIP Demetrius Stanley passed away at 48 years old, man. Jesus. RIP, man. Thoughts and prayers to his family. I remember him vividly just running through secondaries, catching slants, and just turning upfield and going. Number 3. That dude was a stud. Also very successful at local radio and TV. So good dude. But all the best to him and his family. What else? It's hard to transition to this, but almost 3 years later, Amir Reep and Jocelyn Wint are acquitted of and found not guilty of the rape and kidnapping charges from a few years ago. So sorry your lives are ruined, guys, and have been ruined for like 3 years straight. That's freaking disgusting to me. But anyway, no easy way to transition out of that one either. So let's just keep the show awkward. That's what tagline should be. The Daily Buckeye Blitz, keeping it awkward. That's what I do best. All right, we're talking corners today. I want to talk about Tim Walton, some of the things he had to say when he spoke to the media last week. Also, what does he see in these guys? We've got health issues. We've got a lack of depth. Let's do a quick refresher of who's on the roster even. It'll be a short list here. So in snap counts last year, Denzel Burke, 582. J.K. Johnson, 407, gone. Cam Brown, 316, gone. Jair Brown, 197, is back. Jordan Hancock, 103, is back. Ryan Turner, 20, is back. Okay, that's what we got. Returning, Denzel, Jair, Jordan, and Turner. But did you hear the drop-off in the snap counts? That is the big concern. When J.K. Johnson played 400 snaps and he leaves, that's a big hole in your freaking roster, man. Especially when you only have we have 6. Yeah, we got Denzel Burke, Jordan Hancock came in the same class. Those are 2021 guys. Then you got Jair Brown, Ryan Turner in the 22 class. So this will be their second year on campus. And Calvin Simpson Hunt is coming in the summer. And then Jermaine Matthews is on campus now. Now we do have the corner we brought in, Igwinosin from Ole Miss. He's part of the 2022 class. So he's got 3 more years of eligibility. That's huge. And we'll get into him in a second, but let's run through this. We know health was a big issue last year, especially entering fall camp. You had injuries. And so to me, this is the most interesting group on the roster, though, because you got 2 positions. You got to find starters. And are you going to rotate? That's the huge question. Do you think you have 3 guys that can start, or you can run a rotation, like Kerry Combs did back in, a few years ago. So the thing we have going for us, and kind of the pain we had to go through last season from the corner position, was at least the young guys got experience, Jair and Jordan Hancock. They got experience. So that should help reduce some of those mistakes that we saw on the field. And so they're not true freshmen anymore. They're not young guys, and Tim Walton said, hopefully with that maturity, the growth process, their learning experience, it helps eliminate those things, and it helps turn that into a positive aspect. So I hope so. Reason being, I was looking at these PFF grades. I know this is not the end all be all, but on the PFF coverage grades for players that played 50% of their defensive snaps, so 50% of their snaps, Denzel Burke was 128th in the country. He graded out a 70.6. 128th. That's our best corner that played half the snaps. I don't need to tell you, that's fucking pathetic. Now Cam Brown was right there with him. He was a 70.8, but he's gone. Jair was a 69.1, but limited time. He only played 94 snaps, right? So Ryan Turner, can't really count his 20 snaps that he had, again. So Jordan Hancock, he didn't play 50% of the snaps, so he just had 63 in passing. Hold on 1 second. He had more than that. He had a total of 103, but 63 were in passing down. So, okay. So anyways, the limited snaps available for these guys is part of the issue. Now that everybody's healthy, all hands on deck, the only person we're waiting on really is Calvin Simpson Hunt to come in the summertime. He's running track right now at his high school. So, and he's an elite sprinter. This guy's no fucking joke. Anyways, so with everybody, all hands on deck, we've got Denzel Burke, Jordan Hancock ready to start spring. They should get plenty of reps, especially Hancock. They spent most of the last season just flat out unable to practice or even play at times, like I said, they had significant injuries in training camp, and Tim Walton said just recently, you get better by reps in playing time and practice time. That's how you get better. So if you miss a lot of time, it'll stunt your growth a little bit. So now we've got to go back and try to escalate that growth period that they missed, right? Also on the lack of depth, again, 6 guys, 6 scholarship corners, 2 are true freshmen. He said, so during the recruiting process, we tried to get the best guys in the country to make sure the room is deep, make sure the room is always upgraded, and make sure we keep the competition good. That's because when the numbers are low and things happen during the season, injuries, you want to have the guys ready to go and ready to step in. So a lot of that leads us into the addition of Davison Igbinosun. This is huge in the competition for that starting job. That's why I think you might be looking at a 3-man. I doubt you'll get to a 4-man rotation at corner, but I could easily see a Denzel, Jordan Hancock, and Igbinosun rotation of 3. And we know that Igbinosun had a really strong freshman year at Ole Miss. He brings his length. I'm a big fan of the length in terms of height and his wingspan. So Tim Walton also said it's always good to get guys to get good guys to upgrade the room. So going through the recruiting process at the level we add here, it's like the NFL. I mean, you're always trying to get the elite guys in the country here because of the competition that you're going to be playing and the expectation that's here. Yes, agreed. So he couldn't really talk about Igbinosun yet because the paperwork isn't finalized, but that is a general statement about, portal, bringing guys through recruiting or through the portal, same thought process. So yeah, Calvin Simpson Hunt, he'll be arriving this summer. Like I said, running track. This dude has freaky speed. He's competitive in coverage, and his speed allows him to make up ground quickly. So if he does get a little toasted, he can speed up, use his foot speed to gain ground. Tim Walton said he's an elite sprinter. I'm sure he's looking to go out there and have a chance to finish up strong. So it's my job now to bridge the gap with the knowledge and learning before he gets here. So we'll do Zoom calls to get him up to speed in those areas. So, and don't forget about Jermaine Matthews. I like this guy. He was a high 4-star and really a big deal. In my opinion, he brings kind of that dog mentality to the corner position. So I'm pumped about him. And let's see if we can get some guys ranked a little higher in the PFF coverage grades. Please and thank you. Jesus. So, all right, appreciate you guys. I will be back on my regular schedule, hitting you up in the morning with the daily Buckeye Blitz going forward. Hell Week is reaching its midway point tomorrow. Tomorrow is the anniversary. So halfway home, let's finish strong. Oh. All right. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you later. Good Bucks.